There are a couple extra options available when creating maps at the Production Center Details setup, and we're also going to create the map by drawing instead of importing this time. So from Setup, Profit Production Centers, and Crop Production Center Details, we're going to highlight one of our details here. We have two for the Walsh West Production Center that we created in our previous video. And it's divided into two different crops. So we already have a field representing the soybean portion, and we're going to add the portion for the corn on the Walsh West. So we're going to edit that Production Center detail and go to the Map tab. And you get the very similar menus available at the Production Center, but there are a couple extra options. So we still have the farm group that's going to display all of the production centers that are part of the group that this particular production center belongs to. And we have all of those fields displayed that this field is a part of. In addition, we can display, we're going to undo that, and display the background image of the field from the production center. So the Walsh West that we created at the production center, if I click this, that's what we're seeing. The advantage to doing that is we can use this as a guide if we have a field, like in this case where it's divided and we want a couple of different production center details really representing this one production center. Now we have a background image of what the whole field looks like, and then we can draw by using this as a background of the portion that we want for, in this case, the corn on the Walsh West. In addition, we can also have the other details that belong to this production center, and that's what this icon is other PC details that belong to this production center. So if I click that, now I'm displaying this that is the 19 soybean Walsh West. We know where the dividing line is for the soybeans, and now we can create the portion that we want representing the corn on this particular field. So this time, instead of importing, which we could do, you could go to the import and import the shapefile just like we did at the production center. But this time we're just going to use our Add Edit tools. And we're going to use Insert New Shape. And we can start right here at this point where the dividing is between the corn and the soybeans, put our first point in, and now draw using our background of the field from the production center and create our field. Click there in the corner and then start back in our first position, double click, that ends our position, and now we can accept those changes. And now we have this portion of the 39.88 acres representing the corn and this portion representing the beans. And we're going to go ahead and save that, but we're going to go back in there and undo the field and the other PC details. So we're just seeing this portion of the field. And again, we want to take out that little portion that we're not really using in that field. There's a building there. So we're going to go back to the PC image so we get that background again, go back to the Add Edit, insert our shape, and draw out that little portion that we want to deduct. And now we have that, and we're going to accept the changes, and we have our field for the corn portion of our 19 corn Walsh West. And we're going to accept that and save it. And if we go back into our field, take off that and that, now we have our field. That is the 3885. And we have these tooltips, and if you want to change the tooltips, if you don't want all of those displayed, or if you want a different shape title, that can be done from Settings. And in your Settings menu is the shape title, and you have these options that are available. You can also display the yield, the reported area, the year, the crop, and the name. And on the shape tools are the same list, and you check the ones that you want displayed on that little information that pops up when you hover over it with your mouse. All the other options that are available that we talked about when creating the field at the production center are available at the production center detail also. And your fields, as you add them in your production center details, are going to be available to you when you're doing production analysis. Your production analysis data will also be able to have some of that data captured on your field displays of your maps when you're doing your analysis work.